So what do you do when the person you want to forgive, the person you need to forgive, is no longer in your life? Perhaps they've died, they've passed away, so literally they're no longer with you. Or it may be the kind of situation where boundaries have been put into place to protect you because of an abusive, dangerous, toxic situation. So obviously there's no relationship or communication lines that you can depend on there. For whatever reason, how do you have a forgiveness conversation with someone that's not in your life, they're not a part of your life, where you can actually talk with them? Well, the good news is it's possible. You can still forgive them. So I want to share a truth with you about that and then give you a real practical exercise that I think will help you take your next steps in doing that. So here's the truth. The truth is, you can forgive someone without their participation, and if necessary, even without their permission. That's right, you don't have to be able to sit down and have a face-to-face conversation with someone in order to forgive them. Even though that's always plan A, that's always the ideal, sometimes that's just not possible, just like we've described. Maybe they've died, or maybe there's just boundaries of separation there for good reasons. Here's the other thing. They don't have to actually be able to ask for your forgiveness in order for you to forgive them. I mean, again, that's always ideal, that's always plan A, but it's not always possible. In fact, it's a good idea for you and I to get in the healthy habit of learning how to forgive people before they ask, and even when they don't, or if they don't ask, because we all have people in our lives now on a day-to-day basis that we do life with every day who should ask, but won't ask for our forgiveness, something they've done or said in the past. So you can forgive someone even if they're not here to have a conversation with you about it, and if they don't ask. Why? Why? Because forgiveness is a choice. It's a decision. It's a decision you make to release them. And it says, you no longer owe me. You are no longer indebted to me. You can simply decide, I am forgiving you, I am releasing you, and you make that decision so that you can heal and move forward into healthy life. So that's the truth. The truth is, you can forgive someone without their participation, and if necessary, without their permission. Here's an exercise, something very practical I think could help. It's definitely helped me, and I've done this a couple of times in my life. Write out, like pen and paper write out, actually physically write out by hand, and I guess you can use a computer too, but there's something just so therapeutic about writing it out. Write out exactly what you would say to them if you could sit down with them in a room and talk to them. Write out exactly what you would say, specifically, every detail, everything you're feeling, everything you're thinking, get it all out on paper. Everything you would say to them exactly the way you would say it, and that may take a while, and just that process alone can be very therapeutic, very healing and helpful. But get it all out on paper. Then get into a room, take a picture of them or something that represents them if you don't have a picture of them, but preferably a picture. Set it on the other side of the room, in a chair, on a nightstand, on the bed, or somehow, and read the letter to them. Read exactly what you wrote down to them. Word for word. Get it all out. And it could be emotional, and again, this may take a while, but read it out loud. And then wad it up, throw it away, burn it, trash it, destroy it, symbolically representing the fact that you have let it go. You have let them go. You have forgiven them. You've made a decision to release them so that you can heal. Because remember, forgiveness is your decision to release them and set yourself free. And I believe God will help you and strengthen you to do that. So even if they're not a part of your life, even if they're not in your life right now, you can still forgive. And that's good news.